New India Assurance has declared their quarterly result, and to talk more on the quarterly result, I am joined by Madam Girja Subramaniam. Thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to ET Now. Just want to understand that we have seen a muted growth of around 3.74% in gross premium. What are the main reasons behind that, and which are the segments which showing some sort of losses?
Basically, we are on correction mode, and in the last quarter, we have been trying to, change our line of business mix with more focus towards retail and little less towards corporate. And we have been shedding GMC business that has been bleeding for the last many months now. And this is a part of that journey. And slowly, as we go, you will see the change for the positive. Though the growth is muted, it is because of shedding unwanted business. And though we are trying, we have shifted our focus to other lines of business like home and other sectors. Since the proportion of that class of business in our entire mix is a little low, you are finding that it doesn't show up so fast. Maybe in the next few quarters, we will show some significant change in the line of business mix within our portfolio.
Ma'am, on the combined ratio, if we see year-on-year basis, there is no significant improvement. What are the main reason for that? And for this fiscal, what combined ratio you are targeting and working on it?
Actually, on the combined ratio, the main reason is on the motor TP. There has been no increase in premium, whereas the inflation rate is going higher and higher every year. So therefore, our motor TP claims are costing much more, and they have been growing incessantly from FY21. And right now, it is at very unsustainable levels, motor TP. So because of that, that is actually the reflection on the total overall combined ratio. Apart from that, we have a government health scheme in Rajasthan where the premium has not increased from last year, and the claims have gone up significantly high in the last quarter due to the heat wave. It's a seasonal reason that we have. So because of that, that has also added in its big way to the combined ratio. So our other retail products and the price improvements we have done are now picking up traction. We are encouraging a lot of growth in that sector. So with the improved pricing, we expect that in the next few quarters, this combined ratio would come down.
Okay, any specific target you are claiming for combined ratio for this fiscal?
Yeah, with all going as per plans and efforts that we are putting in, we would look at anything below 110, maybe in the range of 18, 19.
Ma'am, just you spoke about that price improvement in some segments you're doing. So any price hike you have taken in a retail segment, especially your biggest portfolio, that is health insurance?
Yeah, we have been increasing price annually on health, as against increasing it every few years, which was how we used to do it earlier, because then the jump is too severe for anybody. Secondly, we have seen to it that within the age, also the age-wise bands, earlier we used to have fixed rates for age-wise bands, and when a person went from one band to the other, the steep increase was there. So as against that, we have done a year-on increase, like year by year increase age.
Going forward, there will be year-on-year increase. And any hike and quantum you can share on which particular policies you have taken a hike and of which quantum?
No, I think across all retail policies, we have done it age-wise, the price increase. So that is available across all our products.
So there is no fixed percentage, depend from category-wise?
It depends on the age that the person is entering into and the experience of that.
So it's a single digit or double digit?
It should be, I cannot comment immediately on this. I need my actuaries' inputs.
And just want to understand for this fiscal, what are the premium target you are looking for, premium growth target you are looking?
Our growth target is around 12% for this year.
Yeah. Ma'am, we have seen that in June GST Council meeting, there was some clarifications were given for non-life insurers for co-insurance and reinsurance, the GST on co-insurance and reinsurance. So how much relief you have got from that and additional provisioning you were doing, so which is not required, and how much money you would be saving, and that is reflecting in this quarter result also. You got any write back also?
No, actually, this co-insurance, reinsurance, the result that we got was a very big breather, very big relief for the industry. But we have not made any provisions as such, which will reflect in our balance sheet. We had provisions, we had put them as contingent liability, the exposure that we had on this one, so which doesn't have any bearing on there is no financial impact. But it's nevertheless a very big relief.
So there was no any particular amount which was deposited to GST department and which you will be getting it back.
No, there was no such amount. It was only a contingent liability that we had, thought about. But right now, it doesn't have any impact on our financial results.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Pleasure talking to you.